Alright guys, IPC Timor here for iPlayCOD.com, and tonight I've got a gameplay for you, Team Deathmatch on Summit. We're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff, so I'm going to jump right into it here. Now, I am getting super excited for Black Ops 2, and I decided to go back and play a little Black Ops 1, but I'm not really sure if it's giving me the feeling, it's like, oh yeah, totally remember Black Ops, feels so great, but when I think about it, with the more modern environments and the more modern weapons that you're going to be playing in Black Ops 2, I wonder if playing Black Ops, the original, is really going to help me that much prepare for Black Ops 2. Because, I mean, obviously you're going to be playing a Treyarch game, and it's probably going to feel a lot like Black Ops 1, but just with all the new, more advanced weapons, much more modern, obviously set in the future, 2025-ish, I just wonder if it's really going to feel a lot like the original Black Ops. And if it doesn't, that's okay with me, really, because I like the feel of Modern Warfare 3 a lot better than Modern Warfare 2. I'm not a big fan of Treyarch, really. I mean, obviously everyone is big on zombies and stuff, and zombies is cool, but just when I play a lot of multiplayer, I find myself getting less mentally tired playing a Modern Warfare 3 or an Infinity Ward game versus a Black Ops Treyarch type of game. So I'm hoping that it's going to be an interesting mix of Treyarch style with some Modern Warfare 3-esque mechanics to it. So we'll see if that comes out. Now guys, I've come to the realization that I don't know if I have enough time for all my hobbies. And people may be surprised to hear that, especially, folks who know me at work and stuff, because at work, I'm the guy who does all the ridiculously over-the-top analysis, really huge Excel spreadsheets, tons of nerdy stuff like that. And everyone's like, dude, you need to get a hobby. And I always say to them, you'd be surprised. I have way too many hobbies. And obviously, I love making YouTube videos, and I'm obviously super grateful that iPlayCOD puts them up for all you guys to watch and see and comment on. But obviously, that means I play a lot of COD. So I've got making videos, playing video games. I've also been spending a lot of time trying to become proficient at writing electronic music, just EDM style. And I've been a big fan of electronic music for a long time. And before it was mainstream, like Skrillex, I knew him, and I was a big fan of him when he was just big. Now he's kind of like a legend and a god among men, and all that. But I knew him when he was relatively small, and I'm happy to say that I knew him back then, but there are a lot of other fantastic artists that I'm just super envious of, because honestly they have this ridiculous talent. And some people say, like, oh man, electronic music is just so lame, those artists, if you can call them artists, they get up there with their MacBooks on stage and they just push play, and where's the art in that? But since I've been trying to write electronic music, I've just developed this ridiculous respect for these people, because I think writing electronic music is so much more complicated than just rock music, for instance. Like I listened to a lot of rock through high school and through middle school and all that, but then near the end of college I started listening to EDM, and then just in the last year or so I've started to try to write electronic music, and it's just like so much more complicated than any rock I ever heard. Imagine a guitar, for instance, that has not just one neck, but it has like maybe 50 necks, and instead of the normal number of frets that a guitar has on it, it has 20 or 30 times that many. So you have 20 or 30 times the number of frets on each neck of this electronic guitar, but there are 50 necks on this guitar, and there's just so much more you can do in electronic music than there is in just normal rock and roll drums and guitar type of music. And I'm not to say any one type of artist is better than the other, because the two genres, like in my mind, aren't even comparable, because they're just so different. But I don't know, I've come to the realization that not having a big music background is a big disadvantage. And you may think, like, man, there's not a lot of music in electronic music. How musically apt do you have to be to be a successful electronic artist? And the answer is actually a surprising amount, because it's not just you pick up a guitar and you play the chords and stuff. There's actually a lot more to it, and that, on top of everything else, really gives me a lot of respect for these electronic artists. But I don't know, I haven't really done anything fantastic yet, and I hope that changes, because honestly, sucking at writing the music is actually kind of wrecking the genre for me. Like, I used to love listening to electronic music. I could listen to electronic music on my headphones at work all day. But now it's just kind of like, man, I wish I could do like 1/10 of what these people do, and just the constant realization that that's never going to happen is like it's a little depressing, honestly. So I don't know. I don't want to stop writing, but at the same time, it's like I said, it's kind of wrecking the genre for me, and that kind of stinks. But I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's a hobby, and honestly, I don't have the time that I want to put in to. I could be a lot better at writing if I just put in more time, honestly. But the thing is, having no giant music background and all that, it's like, okay, so I could sit there and feel like a failure night after night, because sometimes you just don't produce anything, and it's unfortunate, but it happens. It's part of the process. But, you know, I could sit there and produce nothing and feel like crap about myself for nights on end, or I could just pick up a controller and play some COD and just kick some ass, you know? And it's like, I have trouble budgeting my time because I always fall back on Xbox because, honestly, I'm just a lot better at Xbox. So, anyway, lots of hobbies, not enough time. I mean, what are your hobbies? I'd like to hear what you guys do, how the heck you manage your time between playing Xbox, being with your family, and all that stuff. So whatever you guys like to do, I'd like to hear it in the comments, and maybe it'll teach me a thing or two. So anyway, guys, that was the gameplay. I hope you are all looking forward to Black Ops 2 as much as I am. Please comment, rate, and always give it a subscribe to I Play COD, and give it a like if you like it. Have some more content for you soon. Thanks for watching. I'm out.